What it is, what it does, man. Y'all know what time it is. We is back, man. It's been a minute, but we are back for the My Truth Podcast show. And today we have a very special guest, and we are in a very, very special place, as y'all see, man. We are at Scott High School, man, the dog mother house. I don't know if I'm going to cuss on it as much because I know we're going to have people watching this a little bit. So I'm going to keep it. We at the dog house, the dog pound, whatever you want to call it, Scott High School, 2400 Collingwood Boulevard, man. And we, before I even get started, I want to say we is with one of the best coaches around Northwest Ohio. He ran youth football forever. He even did some things on the assistant level. He won not one championship, two city championships with two different schools, right? So he went on the north side, because this was about the longest intro ever. But he went on the north side, right? And he won over there with the Woodward Polar Bears. And then he came back home and won one since 1985. A lot of us wasn't in the nutsack when that happened.
I wasn't.
Wasn't. Outright. Not no three-way tie stuff. No, outright and commanded. You know what I'm saying? Not no short stuff. Or how many points did the City League score on y'all?
16.
16 points for a whole conference. Say what you want. I don't want to throw no names, but we want to.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. 24. I forgot.
24
it was
points out of five. Was that 5 games we played? 5 games in the conference. I want to welcome the head football coach, the leader of the Scott Bulldogs football team, Mr. Rahsan, coaching mother effing Williams. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Just got out of practice.
How do it feel to come back to a school where you played in high school and bring that in and just do that here, man? How do it feel? Because I know it felt good at Woodward because, you know, you had a lot of good guys over there, man. And not taking nothing from them, but was it sweeter winning it at Scott?
Not taking nothing from them? Yeah, it was. Definitely felt a whole lot better. The thing is, you know, this was where I wanted to be originally anyway. Yeah. So then when I finally, you know, surpassed obstacles and made stuff happen, I mean, I felt like I had a point to prove. And once, I mean, the point came, you know, my guys who with me, my assistant coaches, we've been together since, like you said, Little League. I mean, went to Woodward. It's the same structure, same nucleus. Still got some down there that's working with us, and brought it here, and you see the results.
So when you get the job, you got the job late, right?
Yeah, I got the job last year. No, actually, the Woodward job I got late. I got the job at Woodward in June or May, end of May. The one here, I ended up getting it in March last year. Oh,
so you got it in March. So I'll always see. I got it confused. See, I thought you got it late. So, all right, somebody told me I was capping in the barbershop. I'm like, you did get it late. You got it late. You ain't still went to the – it don't matter what you got later on. We still going to be good, man. But, man, a lot of success, man, behind your story. I want to get your full rundown of how do you feel, like how you get the job. So did you see the playoff thing happening last year? Because you came in with a young crowd.
Last year I knew they were changing – where it was feasible for us to, but I don't want to say I didn't expect, especially the fact that I inherited a 0-22 team. You know, we we won our first game, and they put water on me, made me so upset. Hey man, we won one game, what y'all thought? But I didn't understand that they've been getting beat up all of this time. They was happy, you know, as expected. I mean, but yeah, we inherited. I got a team that wasn't doing too well, and the fact they scored 8 points that year. I get it. You know, most people like, are you crazy? I actually had, I ain't gonna say no names. Some people like, hey man, you don't want to get that job. Like, call me personally. Hey man, you don't want to get that job, bro. You ain't gonna be able to do it. Like, shit, shoot. I said, hey, I can do it. I mean, I said it. Hey, I can do it. We get out there. We won 6 games. There's some stuff that I realized that we probably needed to change for the better. And you know, this year we made those changes and got a little better.
You get here and you inherit a hell of a team, because when I came, I seen your quarterback, Carnell Smith, playing defensive end. I seen him playing defense end. I don't remember where Daryl was at. He was just in the sauce. I don't know where little Daryl was at.
At corner.
At corner. So how did the kids accept it? Like, how did they like embrace you? How was it?
In the beginning, I kicked a lot of people out. You know, they used to the old structure, but I was allowing them to come back. See, because I felt like I still had to build. Now, when I kick you out, you're gone. Like in the beginning, yeah, I kick people out. They have hissy fits, but they come back and they grow and they realize that, hey, we can't get away with that now.
Yeah.
And I required a whole lot more time than the past. So after requiring the time and putting in the work, because I believe in you get out what you invest in. And if you invest a lot of money in something, you willing to be patient with it. You going to say, hey, man, yeah, I done put in 100,000 hours, so if everything ain't the way I wanted, I might stay a little longer. The ones who couldn't take the time end up not being with us.
Okay. And we into that. So let's tap into your story a little bit, because, you know, this is my truth, and we get everybody truth, get everybody's story. Now, you know, we want you to aspire. So when did you get, like, involved with the football thing? When did you start playing?
I started playing at 8. I used to live a block away from West End, and one of the coaches lived 2 doors down from me, Keith Robson. He used to walk down to practice every day. And one day my dad was like, man, you walking with him. You walking with him. I walked down with him. I practiced every day. I mean, that's when I played for West End Bears. We practiced at West End, and it was. I tell you, I didn't even know what position I played. I used to follow Robert Ramsey and Gerald Austin around because we played the same positions. We played DB and we played running back. So every day I just followed them around, not even knowing football positions. I just know they told me to go to their group every day.
And you ain't know nothing about the game.
I didn't know nothing. I knew you tackle and you run the ball.
What led you to coming to Scott to play for high school? Because you wasn't a bad player. Like, you was bad. Do your players know you was good?
You know what? I try not to talk about when I played. All I want to let them know is I was pretty tough. You know what I mean? But some of them do. I don't know.
They don't know that you and Roman was really good.
Yeah, I don't know if they really all the way know.
I don't think they know.
But I think, some kids can eyeball it. They know personality of football players, and they know personalities of the ones who really wasn't.
Okay. So y'all get to – how many – I got to ask you this. I can't believe I'm about to ask you this. Y'all wasn't on the team when y'all lost to Libby, was you?
No, I don't know nothing about losing no football game.
Hey, well, you too.
Hey,
I'm trying to find the niggas that lost on that team. I'm looking like, man, Libby beat Scott in football before.
No. Tell J. Ron Kennard, try again.
He threw him under the bus,
He still talk junk about football, man.
Man, coming up in Toledo, man, what was some of the people that like you watched that inspired you to play?
Man, me to play?
Yeah.
Once I got the motor on my back, I kind of jump started and was kind of self-motivated. But there were 3 people, and I say this story all the time, who kind of inspired me to continue, and that's where I think we got that group coming up now. Where I seen my freshman year, it was a group of seniors, and then I can remember Ian Townsend they had a press conference for them signing their letter.
I remember that.
And Ian Townsend walked through the hallway and yelled. I told him this probably last year. I'm worth $175,000. He said it like 4 or 5 times. I went in my classroom. I got a piece of paper out. I wrote $175,000. I looked at it, dollar signs in the front. I was like, that's a lot of money. It really, the fact that I seen they work, and then he put it in dollar format for me, somebody explained to me, like, hey, this school costs, he went to Naval Academy, this school costs this much for this much time, that's his scholarship. I'm like, oh, man, I ain't never had that much money. So that's when I kind of really, I don't want to say took it serious, because I took it serious before that, but I really put the grunt in and seen what they did and kind of emulated. I mean, a lot of my leadership skills come from watching people, and Ian was one who I really watched a lot.
He was a dog. I think Coach Matt ain't let him throw enough. That option, I got tired of it. I was like, man, they throw. Like, they didn't throw. Like, what's going on? I was there when, what year was it? I don't want to tell my age. But I was there when Nate caught the ball. We was right out here. Nate had the ball, man, right in his hand to walk in against Dave Dunbar and dropped it. I'm like, what? as a kid, now you know the first thing you do as a little badass kid, you be like, man, that nigga ass.
Yeah.
Came back, nigga, the next week against Cincinnati Winthrop, nigga, like 5 touchdowns. I was like, no cap, like 5 of them things, like punt return, caught, running. Like, that was probably one of the baddest people I'd ever watched. Damn, I wish I could cuss a little bit. But that was one of the baddest men I ever watched. And I, you know, if Nate watching this, man, we need you right now, man.
You know what? It's funny, and I didn't capitalize on what he told me. He came down here, was that last year? And I seen him. He like, man, hit me up. Let me know. And I talked and talked, and we talked for a while. And he
was down here for a minute.
And I haven't. He came here for Yada wedding. I seen him out. I told him I was gonna hit him up, and I never did. But he actually, the first time I applied for the Sky job, wrote me a letter of recommendation. And he always
big ups. He a bulldog.
Yeah.
Some people try to put like, oh, him, man. You don't understand. First of all, you'll never sign for $27 million. You just can't come and move with it when you worth $27 fucking million. You just don't. You know what I'm saying? He got the bag. You know what I'm saying? He got the real bag. But right now, I would just love to see. I wonder if Kenny sent him the shit with us winning.
You know what? I need to call him. I got his number, and
I'm going on Twitter. I'm getting straight. You gonna get? I'm going. Nate, I'm coming to Twitter. And no, this is not. I don't want nobody taking this wrong because I believe in our time and day. We don't clarify certain things. We talking about our people and our brothers and whatever. I'm not, because that kind of sound like, oh, Nate, we need you. Like, Nate, don't come back. Don't get it misconstrued. We love Nate around here, and this is just poking, you know what I'm saying, making fun. Like, we need you, bro. Like, I would love Daryl, the other receivers, Nightwan, them, maybe all the kids just to meet him and just see, like, because let's get straight into it. The misconception is if you don't go private, you don't do shit.
And that's a big misconception.
That's a misconception. You went to Tiffin. You went to that's a great college. He went to Tiffin. Like you said, in that whole class, Willis and them, all of them boys went to Michigan.
Yep. Allen went to
Tiffin. Man, I'm trying to think. Allen's a bad boy at the linebacker, I believe.
Bob Campbell at Finley.
Shamar, and then Shamar go to school?
Shamar went, I forget where he
I think he go to Bowling Green or something.
I ain't sure.
But, man, all of them, B. Foss and them went to college. Like,
B. Foss went to Wash.
So you think about it, the misconception, man, and that's part of the reason having I was happy when you got the job because a little bit of my truth, like, you know, my son, he went to St. Francis freshman year, and things didn't work out, you know, and was the option. Everybody like, well, first thing, I was blinded. I was brainwashed, like, you got to go to the Catholic school. First of all, we're going to blame Craig, but that's another episode for taking me over there. But we just brainwashed that you can't do good in TPS. But when I got here, first of all, he snuck and played for you. Because he wasn't supposed to, like, we was like, man, we just going to strictly, and say, I know he don't. I'm like, I go on the porch one day, right? I'm like, who cleats is these? who snuck some cleats in here? I still ain't paying attention. Then I'm looking at the time like, all right, you helping out for the football camp, but I ain't picking you up at 6 from Carnell. Like, he's going to Carnell house. He ain't even telling me, bro. And then you went on the internet and ratted him out. You said, I was glad to see your son out there. I said,
did I?
I was like, you seen who? You seen who out there? Like, what? And it always surprised me because I used to ask him when he was a kid. He going to be mad I told him this story. I asked him when he was a kid, when we played for the Colts, then we went to Steelers. I said, hey, man, you ever thought about playing for the Bears? Because I just like the way you coach. Like, it was just good coaching.
Right.
He's like, nah, I don't like them. And I think it was a little bit of BY yelling because, you know, DeRozan was a crybaby until about up to, like, last year. I didn't see him cry. He was a big crybaby. But just your coaching and watching that. And you have, before you got to Scott, where did you get your first coaching job in high school?
Well, listen, it's funny. My first coaching job, I had just graduated from college. I used to work out. That's when I was working out. I know I'm a little fat now, but I was working out. I mean, jogging down the street. Mark Weaver pulled up in his beer truck. You know, he drive the beer trucks.
Yeah.
He hop out. I see big semi truck just pull up, hop out. I'm like, who is this? I'm jogging up. He hop out. Oh, what up, Weaver? Ain't seen you in forever. You know, what you doing? Just graduated. Da, 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 da. Hey, I need you at practice tomorrow. Such and such time. And I was like, what? Hey, man, I need you. I'm like, all right. You know, I come. I show up. I was coaching on the B team. This was 2010, coaching on the B team. I think I coached the B team at the Bears.
At the Bears, you was coaching the. You was a B team coach. I was
a B team coach,
oh,
right out of the college. So I did. It was. I did 3 years? Hold on, 10, 11, 12 at the Bears on the B team, and then 13, I went to Scott. 14, I gave the Catholics a chance. St. Francis. 15.
And they ain't pick you up?
Yeah, I hated it over there.
We're going to talk about that later.
I hated it over there. But 15, I went to the Bears to be the head coach. Coach E and Mark Quickie, they asked me, hey, man, I want you to take over the Bears. I'm like, man, I'm getting paid to coach now. hey, that's exactly what I told him. Hey, man, I'm getting paid to coach now. But at the same time, my little brother was playing there, my little cousin was playing there. So I'm just like, maybe I could think about it. It was Christmas Day. I was waking up. I was going to cook breakfast. We ain't nothing open. I needed some eggs, some cheese, and I was riding on the street.
Man.
I'm riding down the street on the way to Walgreens because it's the only thing open. On the way to Walgreens, I'm riding to Walgreens, and it just popped in my head like, man, do it. I don't know what I wasn't thinking about. It's Christmas. I wrap presents all night, trying to cook the kids some breakfast. I'm like, man, I might as well just do it. I called him on my way to Walgreens. Hey, man, I'm going to do it. He like, what? No, I said, Merry Christmas. I'm going to do it. He like, all right, cool, sweet. Telling me what to do, what to get, da-da-da. But mind you, we got the Bears. We was naked. We had no uniforms. Took forever for us to get the equipment that we had. It was rough.
I can't tell.
We ain't had nowhere to practice. Joy Brown Park was getting dug up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I got it. It was like, what we about to do? We fundraise, car wash, sold cookie dough. I gave us $1,000. He used to play with the Bears when it was the OSTN back when I was a kid.
I got a football story about Ak. We're gonna talk about that later. I got one of the craziest I got a football story about you, bro. I'm gonna tell it later in this interview. Keep going.
Yeah, I read it to him. He gave us $1,000 towards it. So I'm like, hey, if you see them loyalty jerseys, they got gold letters and gold numbers. That's when
the gold on them.
That's when he gave us the money. I'm like, I'm putting gold numbers on our stuff. he like, hey, all right, bet, cool. I gave him some T-shirts. And, you know what I mean? We got the loyalties. So after we get the loyalties, you know what I mean? Now we going down. We start winning a little bit. We had a parents group that was thick. Mostly men was a crazy part. We had women too, but it was mostly men. Hey, now I'm just going over to the parking lot. Hey, man, this is what we trying to get. Oh, now we got 3 or 4 pair of uniforms. They like, oh, they selling drugs. No. I ain't sold nothing in my life.
Ever. You ain't even that type. We don't get the papers unless it's for, never mind. There's other things.
But yeah, so, I mean, we started getting a bunch of uniforms, attracting a lot of kids, winning some games. We was practicing at Glenwood. Leaving there, I was there 15, 16, 17, 18. Dang, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 15 to 18. And then after, we won a couple championships, traveled, nationally ranked.
Yeah, y'all went to Florida.
We went to Florida, Canton, Sandusky, Columbus, Cleveland, Atlanta. We went a little bit everywhere. That's how we got ranked, was all the traveling. Within that time, going into my brother freshman year, I had applied here. Unsuccessful. So then following that, I went to 19. And the funny part was, when I did apply at Scott, Weaver, who started my journey, got the job.
He got the job?
Yeah.
Okay,
and I was too bitter to be an assistant. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm a sore loser.
You a petty man. You petty just like me.
I'm a sore loser. So I felt like I had a point to prove. I applied everywhere. Rogers didn't give me an interview. I stood wait up because I did think about being an assistant here. I stood wait up, and then Woodward had came open. I had told before I applied at Woodward, I was at Chip had asked me to coach. But see, I knew what the Catholics were trying to do. They were trying to use me. Guess what? Yeah, they were trying to use me. So I really, I said it at first, and then I was like,
I like Chip, though.
Chip cool.
Got a black wife. Chip like the brothers. I think Chip one of the one coaches you just ain't got to quit. But I get what you're saying, though. Like, nah, nigga, I ain't going to be a motherfucking pawn in this game.
Yeah.
I need the bag.
And it kind of felt wrong. So I was like, forget it. The next job opened up, I'm applying. Applied at Woodward, got the job. The rest is history. I mean, left from there, went there, won the city championship my first year, coach of the year. Second year, lost the city championship. And then, stuff wasn't working how I thought it should work. And my son, he's 7 right now. He was 6. I'm like, I was going back to Little League. And then I had a couple conversations with a couple people. Hey, man, you should try this. You should come over here. And I'm here.
That was, what's so crazy? I want to talk about the Woodward situation because there's a couple guys on that team. My little cousin played for you. It's so crazy because you still got players that play for you. They'll come up and they older now. So I'll be out DJing somewhere. Like, man, that was my coach when I was at Woodward. Man, that's crazy, man. He went everywhere he go. Was it a time when you got that high school job where you was like just nervous or do you? I want to ask, do you get nervous? I ain't even gonna ask was you. I'm gonna ask, do you ever? Because I've never seen you. Even after a loss, I see you smile. Like I just see you. Even if you slamming a hat or kicking a foot or something, just do you ever did you feel butterflies getting that? Because you got that team late, and I remember. I'm gonna tell you, and then tell me if I'm wrong. I remember my first time, bro. I watched you get a job. I think I was it's like right after my accident or me getting hurt. I seen you was going live and you took them on the bikes and then y'all went swimming. And that's when I was like, I know all the coaches. I watch all the coaches. I'm a sports head. I know what you did on the younger level. I watch how you bond and them kids love you. You have some of the most hard-headed kids listen to you. But when I seen you take them on that bonding trip that year, and I know the history of Woodward, I have friends that play for Woodward, that's when I was just like, damn, that's different. Because I'm like, I ain't seen that, like, not even from I'm going to put a name in it. I don't see no bonding trips at Central. I don't see that type shit at St. John's. I don't see, we was the same friends. I didn't see a bonding shit. It was you pay, you get on time, and just to see you get at. And I know TPS requires more attention than probably them schools. No knock on them schools because my little nephews play for them. But I'm just saying the way you put that time and effort into them, and it just seemed like watching them kids' faces, it was like that meant the world to them. It was like, man, we ain't got treated like shit for a long time.
And that was the thing. My thing is these kids. That's why a lot of these kids break a brick wall down for me because it's more even like it's more important off the field relationship with them than it is on the field. On the field, I can be a jerk because I am. I'm a total jerk.
One of the biggest.
Because off the field, it's all love. We're gonna play, we're gonna joke, we're gonna ride bikes, go fishing, go swimming. We're gonna eat. The thing is, it's big eating together, man. I really think eating together is a big thing. It's like you really know a person in the kids' relationship. I mean, you know their home life by how they eat and what they want to eat. Yeah. So like that was another thing that I just pick up and pay attention to a lot of that stuff. But you're right. Like over here, it's more of a family thing, and it's from the band to the cheerleaders to the football team to the basketball team. Like it as long as it's all together, like it should be no way where it's division. No, we all Scott. We want this thing to happen. Like, I hate to go somewhere and it's like, the football team trash, but the basketball team
is good. No, it's gotta be the same.
Yeah.
And that's crazy you say that because I think, and I want to challenge more even with me, man, just to see it, like it'd be like it's surreal watching them run out on that field Friday. The things people say, cupcake schedule, y'all didn't play. And for the people who say the out of conference of cupcake, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to look at the camera. I wonder how many of them kids that we beat, that we only let 26 points to, will beat some of them teams.
Well, the thing
we played Clyde. Hold on, let me finish. We played Clyde. Vermilion wasn't really bad. I think they could beat a lot of teams in the city. Clearview, we are at Clearview, wasn't bad. That was double overtime. And just to say that these kids and these adults that say it, I know kids troll each other, but the adults that say it to try to diminish what they doing over here, I feel that's, excuse my language, fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Them kids work hard in the summer. Them kids, man, and guess what? A lot of coaches would, I think, kill to have your position, not because of the winning, to have some kids that, like you said, run through a brick wall for you. And I think when people, we got to watch when we say certain shit is diminish. It's even when you can say the shit about Central. Well, Central do this, Central that. No, the diminish. Certain shit that you say can diminish. All right, if you don't like the organization, say that, but some of them kids work hard to get into that. Chris Edmonds work hard. Showtime that you coached.
Oh, listen, they whole receiving core I coached.
Coached?
All of them but one, the dude number 2. But the other ones, Murph, Showtime, Warren, Lil Warren.
Lil Warren, yep.
Oh, I coached all 3 of them.
And I think that's where, and, you know, we going to pause it right there. I want to take this time out because of the My Truth podcast show, man. We thank and we recognize our brothers in the community or just all around, man. I want to say, man, I'm giving you your flowers and saying, man, salute, because I don't feel you get your credit. Not the credit of people be like, well, we got an interview. No, this is the thing. I'm talking about, you said the Showtime. That's just like 4 names you named. Like, you impacted a lot of kids in our community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids want to play for you. A lot of kids want to transfer and play for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's special. And I want to tell you, man, I appreciate you, man, for being in my kids' life and the whole coaching staff, too. I just want to let y'all know, y'all be like, man, he getting all the – no, but – I appreciate all y'all, bro, and I want to give y'all flowers, man, while we sitting here, man.
We put the press on him.
Dog, man, dog. I just, man, I was nervous. I'm like, man, I don't know. Because you be like, man, because I went here. So it's like, can your kid do the atmosphere? Not saying it's a bad atmosphere. It's an atmosphere of you don't know if your kid is going to go girl crazy. Or is he going to do this, or he going to hang with this, or that? And I hate that people put it like it's just TP. No, this is in every school, you know what I'm saying? Because if you go to, I ain't about to go.
But the thing is, see, a lot of that is a stigma, man. I work in the hallway every day, man. It's quiet between classes. It ain't, like, people keep, that's the biggest thing. Like, we don't got no, and honestly, I'm going to tell you this. During football season, there has yet to be a football player with a referral. I ain't 100% on our team GPA, but we going to be up there close to a 3.0 for sure, if not a 3.0. Like, it's definitely
preach
a whole lot kicking off because we do a lot more. I mean, we got a teacher on the coaching staff.
Yeah.
I mean, she do all grades, she do weekly grade sheets, give spreadsheets, she do parent meetings, she's phenomenal. And she a big part of that. You know, I'm just the muscle. Hey, y'all sit down. She hired. She got a couple other teachers in there and study table, and it's probably 5 to 1 teachers and students during our study table time. So like that's a big part that kind of help. You know, where they talk about what we do after school. I mean, we do great with weights, weight training. We got brand new weight room. I mean, brand new weight room. We didn't dominate like stuff is way better than people think. I wish more people would come and see. Instead of just, hey, this is the persona. Because there's a lot of kids, you know, I've talked to kids, hey, man, where you want to go? Oh, I want to go here. I want to go there. Just because of the persona, what they
persona,
think.
Yeah.
Hey, my mom, man, let me talk to your mama.
All right, I want to ask this, because I don't know if y'all got it. Dr. Smith, big bruh. Let's do a Bulldog for the day like the other schools do it.
And you know what? Actually, Dr. Smith recently said something to me about, like, getting them here and
because the educate, like, outside of sports, the educational is like, my son left St. Francis. I ain't gonna put your business out.
Oh, listen, the kids, talk to them.
Listen,
we have arguments and study table over who got the best GPA. Like that's the thing. They clown each other for not having. So I know dang near everybody GPAs offered them.
And you got a lot of honor students.
A lot of them, AP classes.
So that's.
We the nerds. The football team is the nerds around here, honestly.
I remember last year, man, we had some grade problems out this world. But this year, I ain't heard too much hiccups for real.
We didn't lose nobody.
Nobody all year. So it's like, I want to get to something. How do you deal with, I think you probably handle it well, you have a kid for a year and then they bounce.
That happened. It happened from a kid who I had for 8 years before.
Yeah.
But I've later talked to him, and they said it wasn't his decision. It was the decision of his mother. He didn't even know. He said he showed up to school, and they told him he didn't go here. So I didn't see him. I didn't know. But it was
that kid.
I was lightweight hurt.
He's still doing amazing.
He definitely is.
I just seen him he made Defensive Player of the Week at his new school.
He definitely is. No, listen, and we would have loved to have him over here still, but
miss him like crazy.
He loved it over here. He loved it over here, and I'm glad to know that it wasn't his decision, because at the beginning I was hurt. I thought it was his decision.
That was your dude. That's like your son. Or
yeah, that's my boy. Like,
so, with success it breeds hate. How are you going to handle? Because I'm just being where we know, because now the word's getting out. Because it seemed like we did the Deion Sanders Jackson State thing this year. Like we had the promotion with the how we just let our players just like, it's like this year just kind of felt special. They showed out, like we promoted, we showing this stuff. Like, man, y'all in the news, man, it tripped me out, man. I'm laid up late night and I'm just watching TV. I'm just clicking, man, and I just see you and Cardinal on TV. I'm like, damn, I just left the game. I can't get it. I'm in with my bro, and these dudes on TV, like dealing with all that, because you know that's gonna bring. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a kid. I'm looking right now like, okay, I'm coming out 8th grade. Probably already played freshman, right? And where can I go to just play? Where can I go to have fun? And I ain't got these crazy grade scales coming at me. And I can get to look, the coach, like, I'm a transfer, so how are you going to deal with that coming? Because now that it's we know it's going to be traffic. It's guaranteed it's going to be traffic. How do you deal with that? And now people about to try, the wrench is coming, which you held. We've seen you to do it 1,000 times. We know you the person for the job to handle it. How do you think you're going to deal with it? How is it going to be?
A lot of people, when they do it, it's either undercover or it's not. It's rather not direct. So I usually try to ignore the negative. I try not to be the negative person and not let negative people, influence me. Because if you know me, you watch me coach, that's my personality. I'm a fiery person. I mean, it's not just a fiery coach. When I'm more than fiery, it don't work out in my favor.
Yeah.
So I just try to make sure, I care, I put in time, and I know the time we put in. So unless it's directly influencing or hindering what's going on, I don't let it bother me.
Most definitely. So I want to touch on the subject.
Oh, my bad, I forgot. I watch Deion every morning.
What the fuck Deion be doing?
You said something about he on Instagram.
Fuck he be doing?
Oh, he expose everything they do.
Oh, shit, I'm thinking you talking about my dude to cut my hair. I'm like,
no. Deion Sanders, prime time, man.
What's what we be doing?
Because you said something about Deion, man.
No, Deion Sanders.
To touch on that.
And that's the feel y'all give me. It's the Jackson State feel. It's like
football better when it's fun.
Bro, you got 3 D1 athletes on your team.
If not more.
If not more. You know what I'm saying? You got 2.
They are underclassmen.
All underclassmen. All juniors.
Sophomores, yep.
Scary. Scary. And you know who else? I'm going to say it before I forget. Little JoJo Barnett is going to be one of your best players. I'm calling it now. Let me tell you. Because they got the rule where if you're a certain age, you can still play Little League, but you still got to go to high school. He said, they trying to tell me, dude. I told him, hell no. I was like, what? Like that little dude right there, he's special, man.
He is. No, he is. I think Big Bro be trying to act like he tired so Little Bro could get in sometime.
Oh, yeah, you see him. I looked at him Friday. I was looking like, man, look at y'all want to be on the same side. If ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But Deion Sanders, how do we inspire you, man?
Man, Deion, listen, he since a player, and I hated the Cowboys. I'm a Steelers fan. But, some people you can't help but love.
You can't like him.
I loved when he came out and had the dress, the towel, and they had me hyping the crowd. When I was a kid, like my son right now, be talking about on YouTube, they did. I was him looking at Deion like, man.
He returned.
And he look good, feel good, right? Look good, feel good, play good. I've been saying this since I was my son age, 7, 8 years old. Because I started laying my clothes out because of Deion Sanders. He laid his uniform out and looked at it before he put it on. I mean, accessories and everything. I started doing that because of him. And, I mean, the thing is, it carry on even as a coach. Not that I knew he would be a coach 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Now he a coach, and it's like you watching, and he Mr. Inspirational. He confrontational. No, I don't want to say confrontational.
No, he ain't confrontational. He know how to do something that you do.
Yes.
You know how to play mind games and in the legal and inside the lines way.
No, it's funny you said that. This weekend, Friday, I got a penalty for being out the box. That pick six they got called.
It's
back,
on video.
That was on me for being out the box. So, it was up. It was running clock. I became the get back coach.
What you do?
And I just overly yelled, "Get back! Get back!
Oh,
get back!
Okay,
get back!"
And we ain't gonna say our good old friend Eddie Norris threw the flag.
No, it wasn't Eddie.
That was Eddie that threw that flag, bro. It's on camera.
Was it?
I think that's Eddie. No. Somebody said Eddie threw the flag on a band. I don't know how true it is. Eddie, forgive me.
Eddie did. He came to me and said, if they keep playing, then we going to flag them.
I seen he said I was trying to tell him to stop, but
I wanted to tell the band to keep going. They need to know a lot more flags than that to catch up. Well, go ahead. We'll take 15. How long this game going to go? Clock don't stop anyway.
Man, dude, Eddie, I got to get out to the Bees League and do it. I got because now I'm going more into the sports realm because Friday I felt like y'all should have been on TV.
We should have.
And this ain't no knock on, because I'd have met a few of the announcers from Beach. This ain't no knock on y'all, like, at all. I know it ain't y'all choice, but I'm going to say it. This is nothing to do with Coach Rahsan or Scott High School. This is Gary Porter DJ, Porter TV, whatever you want to call me. Quit short-changing TPS. When I say short-changing, we appreciate the coverages, but sometimes it ain't enough. I'm going to be real. Coach Matt got a wonderful program. We need more of a start. These schools ain't messing with that. What he building over there, let's push, man. Let's get behind. We ain't got to push what's already pushed. We need to push what needs to be pushed. That stunt Friday, I didn't like it. Yeah, all the kids should get attention. We'll find you an extra cameraman. Find you. We ain't won a championship since 1985. I felt our kids were cheated. This means a parent talking. And this, and you know what I'm saying, once again, my comments ain't got nothing to do with nobody. This is me talking. And anybody, my number 419-392-5319. We can talk it out like men, or we can get ignorant, because I like ignorant stuff. But I just want to say our boys felt they didn't feel that. And I want to tell our boys, man, keep doing your thing. You know, come if they don't like it, we're going to keep pushing. But back to the show. I had to let that go, bro, because I didn't like the
beat. Said it like B.
No, I didn't like the shit. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And this wasn't nothing towards them, because Mike Rob just on my show. This ain't nothing towards none of them. You know what I'm saying? None of them dudes that call the games, the cameramans, none of that. They know it's towards. So wherever in the meetings, you know, come on, bro. We every Thursday a City League game, man. Why the other schools don't play on it? Shit, St. Francis had a terrible record. They should have played on Thursday for sure. Shit, they damn near need to be in the City League. But that's the end.
We play them next year. Next year, week 2.
What, they in the City League now?
No, we
is we gonna have them at UT or they come in?
Yeah, UT.
Oh yeah.
Why not use a facility?
Cheese on the flow.
Yeah.
And whoa, Durant gonna love that.
Week 2.
Oh, we gonna love that.
But that's the thing. They talk to, you know, Cupcake schedule. We got them. We got Southview. Lyman Senior gonna be on. We
ready.
We ready.
So I want to talk about, in the community we come across certain things. You meet players, man, that are just so close to your heart. How do you deal with former players either being in trouble or being deceased. You know what I'm saying? You lost Lil Williams, Lil B.
That's probably the closest one I ever lost. The thing is, the crazy part is with him, he lived right around the corner from me. So every day, he rode to school with me. He rode home for me. So it was like we had a different relationship. So it was really jacked up. I kind of felt bad. I feel bad? I felt bad because, you know, he was going through a time where he had I didn't agree with some choices he was making, and I kind of cut into him real hard. And then he, like, reached out probably a week before he passed. And it was like, and I no, probably like 2 weeks before he passed. Reached out like 2 or 3 times. I went answer. I texted him. You on some BS, you ain't changing. It was just some Facebook stuff, you know what I'm saying, doing the stuff the kids shouldn't do. And I was trying to check him, but I know he valued what I was saying, but he just want to be a teenager, do it his way. Yeah. And I hear somebody call me and was like, Lil B gone. I'm like, oh no, he said B. He said B. And it was crazy because I don't call him B. But in my head, it was like, Brian? And he was like, yeah, I hung up. Like it was. I wish I would have kind of reached out and talked to him a little more when he kind of reached back out. But I thought I was trying to teach him, give him some tough love, and it might have been a little. I don't want to say it's too tough, like it was, like but it didn't work out the right way.
Dang. And then we had a little Marvelous.
Malvo, and that's the thing. Man. That was Malvo was different because he wasn't in that life at all to do none of that. He was the ideal kid. He talking about going to college and wanted to play around, laugh, and joke. The funniest kid in the world, tough as nails. He's the toughest dude in the world, man. That kid, it didn't matter who it was. I remember we played the Steelers. Man. Ball coming his way.
That's a big man.
I'm thinking, that man big. He was big. I'm thinking, ball coming his way. I'm like, oh, that's a touchdown. You see him and Malvo. Malvo come up with the tackle. Bang. I'm like, oh.
That was a.
But as you know, that's Roman nephew. Me and Roman been brothers since high school, so it's like even more than football. I knew this kid when he was born down there.
So when we get to that, what do you say? Like, what can we? How do you just like? Do you wake up and think about like? Is that part of the reason like you in these young men life heavy?
Man, I never know what to do, especially with death. Death, it sucks to say. I'm bad with, hey, my condolences. Hey, I kind of go mute.
I kind of like that too. After my mom passed, I'm like cold.
Yeah, because me personally, I ain't even gonna say it, but if anything ever happened to some of my people, I go in the shell. I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be a part. That's just me. So I treat others how I want to be treated.
Man, that's nuts. Cause it's crazy because our kids got to go through that. Like, I look at my son. We got a picture hanging up a little Nori. It's just like, man, wake
him at the Y. That's another one.
What do you tell the next kids that's coming up, right? He playing out there in the Tesla Football League. He running around. Because, I made it. I know they probably be like, man, we tripping, man. You always talking about why we cousin all that. It's because, man, we care about you. But what do you tell that kid that's coming up out there, man? He on the right route, but he still got a foot on the wrong route. What do you tell him?
Give them examples. Tell them the way that those examples that didn't work out right. But you can't even say that all the time. Like I said, some just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But the ones, because like I was a nerd in high school, whether people knew or not. I was in the chess club. I had gangbanger friends.
You was in the chess club?
But when I was president of the chess club. I was president of the National Honor Society. This is stuff that I was doing that people didn't know. They was like, oh, that's Rahsan. He good at football. No, I did a little bit of everything. I had 3.5 GPA. Like, nobody knew that. They just thought I was just a football player who played around all the time. And you can still be, that's the thing. You can be the kook, and that's what we got a lot of now. I was one of a few. I ain't going to say it was a few. We got a couple of them, but like we got a lot of cool nerds right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think kids, I know, man, it's cool to be yourself, man.
It is.
It's okay. You like video games. It's okay. I play with Legos and I never talked about. I played with Legos, so I was like 15, 16. I was down there believing in Santa Claus. I was like 12. It's embarrassing.
Man, you for
Very
real?
embarrassing. Man, I'm dead ass serious. Nigga, I didn't want to be. Nigga was we did like, I say about 11. I'm going to give it 11, not 12. About 11. I believed in Santa Claus, man. I was still making the cookies. And it was still there because it was like, it made me feel like a kid. So mama and them ain't lied to me. So I'm about to keep the lie going.
I knew Santa Claus wasn't real when we ain't had no tree up and my mom and dad put our stuff in bags on the couch. Hey, we had Toys R Us bags, all the Kohl's, Dillard's, all types of bags just on the couch.
Man, me and my sister, man, this one we went in my mama's closet. And we're like, damn, look at that toy here early. And then we're like, what is Lelway? I'm like, damn, that's what Lelway. Oh, Santa Lelway. Oh, man, it was bad, man. But, man, I'm glad I got you on the show, man, because it seemed like we're going to never get it fucking done.
I know. It took
Excuse my language again. Oh, my goodness. People watching this, man, my show, man, it's just what it is, man. Man, me and Kenny actually has a sports podcast coming, all right? It's going to be crazy. Me and Kenny, we sit down, we're going to iron it out. Yeah, man.
He know how to talk. No, just
man, listen, I got to let me tell you. B, I tell you, we have an episode, right, promoting the Tesla League, right? I couldn't put it out. I couldn't put y'all, man. B White got loose, man. B White got loose. Week? No, I did this before what was it, last year, right? Like, when the league name, I don't, It was this year. I don't want to say it was this year. Yeah, it was this. Damn, it was this year. It was during basketball season.
See, if you want a sports show, though, Kenny the one. He is Shannon Sharp. He's going to go against whatever you don't want to go with.
No, we ain't going to go. We ain't going to go. I ain't debating, Kenny.
He want to you need to get Skip it.
Kenny, so strong with the debate game. He told me, I don't think he understood. He said, man, nigga, fuck you, nigga. One time we was arguing, I go say we was arguing over. I was like, he just said that. Went back and talking normal. I'm like, oh, yeah, Kenny real. But me and Kenny, man, we're going to get a show going together, and we're going to dedicate it to the area athletes, and we're going to hit the road with some things. But we get down, and we're going to put it on paper this week. And we're going to get it together, man, because, my first love was Too Short Born to Mac tape. And my second was sports. So I always tell people that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm just happy, man, we in here. And I felt like, and the parents watching this, I fought it. I fought this in the background, this. And I came from this. That's where I went wrong at. I fought it. So, this man I got on my show right now is amazing with the kids, man. When he here, I sleep good. And I know, and he got my permission if Duran do anything. He good for that too. So, man, I'm just happy we in this thing. Friday night, second playoff appearance. How many playoff appearances we done had in the last?
Since the 70s, 2. This will be the
second.
Too. Hey, listen, but we are in Rocky River at Lutheran West. A lot of people should be there, man. We was this close to being home. We was a point away, I want to say, from hosting the game here, which I don't think has ever happened.
No,
I want to double check, but we were a point away from hosting. So instead, we don't get to host. We the 9th seed, they the 8th seed. We don't get to host, but we can make that place our home. We need people to come show up. You know what I mean?
Everybody come out.
Make it happen, man. We the only ones in the City League playing. And
damn, we the only one. We had like 3 City Leagues.
We the only ones playing this year. And, I mean, it's a couple those other schools that went on Cherry Street. And, a couple other ones who playing Perrysburg. But in the inner city, this is where it need to be at, man. It's hard to play when it's last year. We had 9, 10 people in the stands. It's a lot easier when we got the band and the cheerleaders. It was freezing.
It was cold in the mud, man.
It was freezing.
So is it anybody that you want to shout out before we get up out this thing?
First off, I want to shout out people who I don't think get enough credit, man. My assistant coaches, man, they are phenomenal. And I know people come to me and they might not know who they are. You know, I done seen somebody walk by me the other day and, hey, man, congrats, and walk past 3 of my coaches. You know, Roman Walton, Victor Coleman, Coach Petey, everybody know Coach Petey Blanchard, Demekus Beach. Credit to Photo Mike with the video and the pictures. Philip Henderson, he, you know, he's from Sandusky. I mean, where Sandusky fly, the Blue Streaks.
Is that what they are?
Yeah, they're the Blue Streaks. They rich in football culture out there, man, and they really usually always a pretty good program. So actually, somebody introduced him to me when I was at Woodward, and he came. It was his first year ever coaching. He excited. Oh man, I got come with a whole notebook of stuff. I'm like, bro, relax, bro.
Y'all got that young boy in that booth too.
Oh, Victor Coleman.
That boy bad.
Vic good with the receivers and DBs, man. He's the best addition. You know, as I can say, we had some.
I seen him come out the booth when Armand got the
yes.
thing. He put in the middle of the game. He great, but you need that. Like that's something special you see in a coach. So
no, definitely, and that's the thing. Vic, big time. He was the greatest addition because, like you said, like I said, we lost 3 people to another school, and we got him.
I like how you say another school. You don't say school names.
Yeah, no, we ain't got to say that school on Hill Street.
There's only one school matter on this one.
That's it.
And and Moan, we don't appreciate you trying to take the turnover. Man, we was out here, you know, Moan. You know, I know I gotta go. I know they gonna cut because I gotta go out. I got Maumee Valley next. I'm probably gonna go swing over to Moan. I'm gonna go to Coach Matt. I don't know how me and Coach Matt interview gonna go. I feel some type of way about Coach Matt right now.
Till then,
you know, Coach Matt. I can't wait to get him on. I'm gonna make Coach Matt cry. I'm writing down his questions. I owe you that, Coach Matt. But and you know what's so dope, though, man? They see you playing. They see you talking. You know, you talk a lot, man. You really sent the other coach to that other team some donuts, bro.
Yeah, and then I wasn't a man of my word. I feel bad. They scored donuts. If you don't know in the football world, that means
that was coach's fault.
Yeah, I put the 2s in. I tried to be a sport. They scored 6 on the 2s, man. But we still got them by 50, so we'll take that. But yeah, I sent them donuts, man. Pretty much. I don't know if he had got it at first. I know I played defense, so we always referred to donuts as 0. So I decided to, you know, them donuts ended up costing me another $75 because the cheerleader was like, "Oh, I heard you send Mr. Davis donuts. We want some too." So DoorDash, they wouldn't let it go every day. We want some donuts.
I know when they shit it every day is not gonna. I'm about to be at every high school now, bro. And when your business partner, he ain't a sports head, right? He'd be like, man, I don't know. I'll be saying something on the phone because he about to do it. He go, listen. I'll be doing like this nigga thinking, I don't know what the hell the F he talking about, man. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know at all. I know basketball, that's it. But, man, B, man, I appreciate, man. We got to shout out B Vigils, man. He came through for a couple when he dropped them videos, y'all. He got part of the recruitment tool in his bag that he's gonna, man, when he put it together, I already know. We appreciate it. And, you know, he a Scott alumni, too. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. Anybody don't know, man, B Vigils is a Scott Bulldog kid. So that's another reason to come over here, man. Pack up, man. Get ready for the weight room, man.
They said he take a visit. Take a village.
Yep. Take a village, man. Take it all, man. And it's just dope to have you back here, man. And you ain't an old-ass coach, man. That's another thing.
35, man. 35.
I think, man, having youth, man, and sports is – what TPS need as a whole, man. I think then we got some let's get out of our asshole mode. We got some cool coaches in the city league, man. I think we just need the parents, the community, just bring all the kids to Scott. That's what I think we need. Y'all thought I was going to some part. No, we can all come to Scott.
And the thing is, if we did, man, it would be back to the same era in which it used to be where they talk about the super glory 80 days when everything was great. I think our time was good. I mean, but then it was that drop-off where You know, they redid the school, sent everybody to Vilvis.
The Vilvis, and that's when it dropped off.
Yeah, Ed Choice pop up. I mean, now it kind of dropped off. But I think now we back in the up climb of things where we can go up. I mean, starting with, and I just really think football is extremely important to a school. I mean, when it come down to it, who got the most athletes? Who got the most participants of any group in any football team? I mean, in any high school. Normally, it's the football team.
Yep.
I mean, when I was here, it was the band, though.
Oh, yeah, the band, man. The band
had the marching 100.
The band started the most fights.
At times.
To be real. The band kind of started the most fights. I've seen the band pull down on it and get it in for real.
Right.
So, you know.
And like I said, football at the beginning of the season. It's the beginning of the school year. Set the tone. So, I mean, we come out positive and happy. Like, we got a pep rally this week, Friday, 1:30. Pep rally before we go. I mean, we city champs. We get to come out here. Kids, I mean, they love that. They love that. It's like they walked around with their medals on. You know, a couple of them want to get their medals to the girls. And they wanted, everybody
Don't tell
wanted
me
a medal.
Daryl gave his.
Listen, how did you guess?
When
When I seen him without his, I said, he just looked at me. I'm about to go get it back. I said, man.
Oh, Daryl, man, come on. You know what I call him, man? His new name is Debo, man. That's little Debo right there.
Daryl different.
Daryl real different, man. We're going to have to talk about Daryl offline.
Yeah, exactly.
Daryl crazy. But I love you, nephew, man. But, man, I want to thank you, man, for coming on the show, man. Let me come into the house after hours, man. It's on my off day, man. It feel good to be on here. And we got hoop season around the corner, too. Oh, we got done 9:30. Oh, and there's a sorry football game on, too, right now. And I'm missing Love and Hip Hop. The Bears and the Patriots, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, man, I want to thank you, bro, man. Appreciate you. Keep it going. I can't wait till Friday, man. Friday, y'all, man. We up there. Cleveland, man, 7 o'clock. I get my page back to going live. I got blocked 30 days from going live.
You in jail? Facebook jail?
No, I can post on my page, right? This is stipulations to me being blocked because I said some other stuff. I can go live. I can't promote my podcast. That's why y'all haven't really seen the episode because I like paying for ads. I can't do that, and I can't go live, and all my stats got to be at the bottom of the feeds of people think. So if you see my feed, some people don't see my feed till like 2 days later.
Oh, is that what that mean? That red thing at the bottom?
Yeah, man, read
I think
it.
mine just went. I had it the other day.
Man, look at it right now. Go to your page right now. Is it at the bottom? Yeah, tap it.
What did I do?
It tell you. Now here's see why. Oh, you got 6 hours left. Your policy removed. What did you say? Oh, you can't say beat.
You can't say I'm a beating.
You can't say beat, kick, punch. That's why you see me. You can't even say, man.
But that wasn't even. It was laugh emojis after.
No, they ain't trying to hear none of that, bro. Man, it's really, man. It really Kanye Westing us, man. But that's another episode. He just lost all his endorsements, so we ain't gonna mention his name on here.
I can't believe that.
What? That you got that time?
Man, I had a day. They gave me 24 hours, and then out of nowhere they came back with this. You at the bottom for. It been like a month. Yeah,
I did 24 hours, and now I'm 5 days, 5 days back. So I'm gonna go live for the parents who can't see it.
Key Tom was on there snitching. That's why he did it.
More like he's a big, and he do hair. He snitch and do hair, y'all. That's my boy, man.
He go out the genuine.
Plan B key. Same old key. You ask me. Anyway, man, but man, this is an episode. Shout out to Scott Bulldogs. Congratulations. Shout out to Coach Ra. And this one in the books. Shout out to B Visions. We out. Peace.